Good morning, YouTubers. This is my garden. I hope this turns out better than what it looks like, but this is the garden. Oh, there are the chickens. Their pilgrimage to the neighbor's pine trees. They will nest right underneath of there all day. Oh, and they're gonna come over and see me. They think I have treats for them, but much to their surprise, I'm just out here making this video. Let's get back to the garden. This is my little garden stead. I wouldn't call it a farmstead. Well, maybe I will. Here is what I have. Pole beans. Then on the other end of that are peppers. I have jalapeno peppers, red peppers, and green bell peppers. Next, I have 18 tomato plants. Sorry, 16 tomato plants. Then I have 18 cucumber plants and pickle plants, which I had to replant. The reason I have so many is 2 weeks ago, I guess it would be 2 weeks ago tomorrow, we had some very, very strong weather. I had about an inch or two of hail up on my porch, and I had to go through, it looked like every plant that we had out here was gonna die. So I went through and replanted everything, but I planted it parallel or next to everything that was already planted, and from what I can tell, the old plants are recovering from that, and it looks like we're going to have a very, very big crop. Next, I have broccoli and cauliflower. Cauliflower is the one that's closest to us, and then on the other end is the broccoli. Then we have Brussels sprouts, and I believe this is red romaine. I have a row of onions. I hope this is coming out because it looks really bright on the screen. Then we have 2 rows of beets. I have my grandmother's family recipe for the beets. Then we have, oh, chickens are back. We have squash plants. I have about, I want to say 8 squash plants that are coming up now. We started them out in seed, but nothing was coming about with the seeds, so I went and bought plants, and it looks like I have squash plants from the seeds and the plants that I planted. Then these are more squash, and I have 4 pumpkin plants. Mind you, I have no kids, but my girlfriend and I still love to plant or carve pumpkins. As you've seen earlier, I have chickens. They are about a month away from starting their egg laying. So then I will have fresh eggs right in that coop. Mind you, that's not a very big coop, and I know this, but I got all of the wood for that for free. The only thing I had to pay for is the fencing around it and the roof. That was this year's major project. Next, I will take you to my next project, which I'm hoping I can get going here very, very soon, is to this. that pile of concrete blocks. In that pile of concrete blocks, I think I have about $12 worth. I bought all of those blocks for about 12 bucks. And we're going to put raised beds eventually. We were going to do that this year, but I just ran out of money. In order to do that, I'd have to have a lot of dirt brought in. So, we're actually considering taking those blocks and building, stacking them up on the end of that. Some of them we're going to use on the end of the shed, and I'm going to put a rain catchment system in there. I will have the rest of the eaves trough and all of the piping for that I'm getting from someone at work. I'm getting it for free. The next project is that we're going to use the rest of these blocks for. We're going to put a short fence around the garden, and the reason for that is I have two very large labs that love to play in the garden, and unfortunately that doesn't work well. They tear everything up. Here's a different look at the garden. Unfortunately, you can't really see the other end of the garden because of it being so bright. I'm hoping that this comes out, but I don't have a whole lot of hope. So let's see if I can't get a little chicky to come over here. Oh, they're foraging all over in the woods over here. Oh, they love to go in the woods and pick the bugs and all of that. Oh yeah, there is another project that I want to work on. My house. Right now, I rely on the power company to provide me gas, and it's a forced air system. And unfortunately, where I live, it is a very, residential type neighborhood. The houses may be 30-40 feet apart, and we're at the end of a run from the power system, from the power company, and we lose power frequently. So I have many oil lamps. I think I'm up to 6 or 7 now. So my next project before winter is going to be putting in a wood stove. The house is 970 square feet, approximately 970 square feet. So I'm looking to get a very small wood stove. If anyone has any suggestions, I would definitely appreciate it. I'm not looking to spend a whole lot. I'm just looking to heat that house. Right now, I have a small kerosene heater that, if it's below maybe 20 degrees, it doesn't do a whole lot of good. But anything 20 and above, I can light it, and it will keep the house at an even 70-72 degrees for as long as it's lit. I think that's about all of the projects that I have planned right now. The wood stove, I possibly may be paying for 100% with a few items that are going to be given to me. I'm going to turn around and sell, or I'm going to trade. I'm all about the whole trading thing. I think if you can trade items, you're going to be a lot further ahead. I may have something of use that someone else needs, and hopefully they'll have something that I need. I'm looking to, by the end of this year, I'm hoping to get my own rototiller. In order to put the garden in, I have to borrow my girlfriend's stepdad's rototiller. And to be honest with you, I would feel much better if I just had my own, that I could come out here at whatever time and just rototill. Here's one last final look at the entire garden. And this right here is, I think I measured it out. It's 40 feet long and I think 15 feet wide, or thereabouts. And everybody laughed at me and said that that's too big. Well, guess what? The same people that laughed at me and told me it was too big, they're the ones calling me and saying, hey, do you have extra produce? And I laugh at them and say, yes. Thanks for watching. Any tips, tricks, anything that you can add to this, please feel free to add. Thank you.